going on, everybody? This is Matt Does Fitness, and why is Peter Pan always flying? He never lands. I like that joke because it never gets old. Okay, so today was squat day. It was 5 sets of 5. Second time doing it. It's absolutely killing me. 5 sets of 5 at 152.5 kilos, 336 pounds. So I upped it by 5 or 6 pounds from the last time I did this. And I got all 5 sets of 5, which is pleasing, but it did definitely wipe me out. Now, on the plus side, I was going again for full depth and getting that stretch reflex, and it felt better than last time. It felt pretty nice. It took me kind of a set or so to get into it, but after a while I got into a nice groove, and it felt like I was really kind of bouncing up. And yeah, I mean, the reps felt a lot cleaner than they have in the past. Sometimes with me, even when I'm doing sets of 5 and the weight isn't technically too heavy, it looks like I'm always grinding them out, whereas here I had quite a few reps that came up really smoothly. So that was pretty pleasing, because like I said, for me that is not always the case. So obviously as that stretch reflex gets kind of grooved in and I get used to it completely, it should help me hopefully to hit those big weights. Changing the subject, I just got some new protein. I always get protein from myprotein.com. Don't know if you've seen it before. Now, it's always pretty decent. This lot I've got seems to be messed up. I don't know if you have any experience with this, but I've had my first one just now, and it tastes like washing up liquid. It tastes like someone's vomited in my bag of protein, and I'm now drinking it. I'm hoping it's just like temporary. Maybe it's just like I've tried a little bit of it that's dodgy and it will change. I have rung them and let them know, but I'm hoping it's going to change, or that I'm going to get some more pretty quickly, because otherwise I have 5 kilos of sick flavoured protein to work my way through, which is not particularly I don't know, promising prospect. Anyway, going back to my squats. Again, you see here, I mean, to be fair, there a couple of those reps didn't look great, but some of them, again, didn't look great there. Some of them came up pretty smoothly, which for me doesn't always happen. I said it a minute ago, but even when I'm going, to be honest, even when I'm warming up and I'm lifting like, I don't know, 200 and whatever pounds, like something really, really easy, sometimes I have to kind of, even though I know the weight's comfortable on my back, I know it's going to go up easily, the rep still takes a while. It doesn't come up really smoothly. Sometimes I watch guys squatting in their warm-up sets, and even like sets of 3, and it looks like the bar's going up really quick, whereas for me, that isn't always the case. But here, like I said, probably I would say about half of the reps felt like, and they look like here, they went up really, really quickly, which is very pleasing. And that's the way I want it to be. I don't want to feel like I'm always grinding reps out. I want to feel like, especially when I'm doing sets of 5, I feel like the first kind of 2 or 3 at least should be coming up pretty quickly, because that obviously gives you a little bit of confidence when you go on to the heavier weights. There is nothing worse than if you're doing like a max session or a session when you're going to be squatting really heavy. You do like a warm-up set or one of the sets like that precedes your like big effort, and it takes you ages to get the rep up. That is obviously the worst thing you can do in terms of inspiring confidence. So hopefully I can get these kind of bouncy, fast reps, I'll make them into like a more kind of frequent occurrence, to the point where I'm doing them all the time, and then like I say, I should be moving on to some big heavy singles and PRs. Okay, so this is my 5th and final set of 5. At this point I'm absolutely ruined. My quads were hammered. I like it, it's a good feeling. I feel like I'm getting some good volume in. Like I said, my plan is to squat 2 times a week now, 5 sets of 5, and just gradually up the weight. And it's working well so far, but it is definitely taking it out of me. I then moved on to some poor squats. I did 3 sets of 5, very light, only 120 kilos, 265 pounds. You see there I'm sitting at full depth, which I wasn't doing before, which again is a new change I've made, and I think it's definitely for the better. Another thing I've done, I've said it before a few times, but in terms of my accessory squat and deadlift work, I'm going lighter. I think one of the mistakes I made in the last cycle was that I was doing my kind of bonus work really heavy, so I was effectively doing a lot of really heavy sets, and I think it was too much. Whereas now I'm doing the main sets heavy, then for the bonus work, the stuff like the pause squats and the deficit deadlifts, I'm doing it a lot lighter and just treating it as accessory work. Yeah, and those again, it was hard work. I felt very sore and tired, but I got them in, and they felt nice. Moving on, I did some wide grip chin-ups. I'm getting stronger in this department, which is pleasing because up until recently, when I first started doing these, I was very, very weak. I'm still not, anything special, but I'm feeling much stronger. I got about 14 out in my first set, then about 11 or 12, then about 10, I think. I then moved on to some cable rows using this attachment that I like. I've said it millions of times, but it's kind of like a hammer grip, and it just feels like a nice natural movement. It's obviously a good contrast to the wide grip pull-ups that I'd just done prior to this. I didn't do too much accessory work here because I was, like I said, I was pretty tired. The gym was hot, and I just kind of wanted to get home and eat some food, really. You'll see it in a minute. I finished the session with some arm curls, and on this topic, I haven't actually been doing that many. I mean, I'm kind of notorious for my arm curls, but to be honest, since I've started powerlifting, I have definitely neglected that area. I don't think it's a big issue, but here I did 4 sets of just easy bar curls, about 12 down to about 10 reps. And that was my session, guys. So, hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts on weird vomit-tasting protein. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, as always. And I will see you in my next video tomorrow.